I'll M28 be missing the birth of my child. How can I support my girlfriend, F22, during that time? I am not Oop. Oop is you, Throra 6498. Originally posted to our relationship advice. I'll M28 be missing the birth of my child. How can I support my girlfriend, F22, during that time? And NBSP. Original post January 7, 2024. On mobile. My girlfriend's due date is January 28, but the doctors are saying that the baby is too big and are recommending that she be induced this Tuesday. I am currently in another country for work, but I was supposed to be back by the time of the original due date. After talking with my girlfriend on whether she should wait or not, we've decided that she'll be induced on Tuesday. It really sucks, but it's not really in my control. My mom will be in the delivery room with her and I'll be getting Tuesday, Thursday off so I can virtually be there. With these circumstances, what's the best way I can be there? ETA guys. I am not allowed to leave my work at this time. Best believe if I was allowed to, I would have in a heartbeat. I want nothing more than to be there, and it stings that I can't. So please. That's not a valid suggestion. Hope you understand. Relevant comments. Tiny ad 6951. Why can you get the days off but not leave for the birth of your child? Oop, I don't feel comfortable into getting into the specifics of it. But if I do attempt to leave earlier than my original return date, or they don't authorize it, there will be many legal issues with instant termination. I begged, but they weren't budging despite it being just under 2 weeks left. Sheshkoko, buy her a push present. Something that sparkles, winking face. Oop, I bought her a car. But I'm supposed to pick it up while I was already there, cold sweat smile, it's a surprise. So I can't tell her to go there herself to pick it up. But I suppose a nice piece of jewelry will do in the meantime? Replied to a deleted comment. MJ will be if he's the primary earner? Like he said, he has tried to get them to let him leave and they have refused. So if he leaves and they terminate his employment, the family is going to be stuck with no income. That's only going to make the postpartum stress worse. That's exactly what my girlfriend said. Right now is the worst time to lose my job and have the stress of going through the court system. With the fees, we'd be finished. Permaband 007, may I ask what you plan to do moving forward for work? I am not criticizing you, but I do want to bring to your attention that this job is not compatible with being a parent. As kindly as I can possibly say this, what would you do if your kid was in a horrific accident? What if the doctors told you that he's going into surgery and you'd have to get there in the next 12 hours to say goodbye in case he doesn't make it out? Because that is basically what is about to happen with your wife. What an awful predicament your work has put you in. Their policies are cruel. You need the freedom to be present without fear of massive legal and financial reprisal. Oop, this location was temporary to begin with, so I'll be here until this June, but I have 8 weeks off. Then I return home indefinitely. Little birdie Fräulein, did your GF specifically ask for your mom to be there? They have a good relationship, right? Oop, yeah. We were going down the short list of people that would make her the second most comfortable for support, and my mom was the mom ultimately chosen. And NBSP. Update January 14, 2024. He's here. He was born on Wednesday. Everything went well. Her and the baby are great and there were no complications. They are at home now. God was on our side and our connection was stable, which allowed me to be there. The nurses and the doctor treated her well. They were all kind to me as well given our circumstances. I completely froze just right before she started pushing. It was just me and her in the room. My mom was somewhere in the hospital and I was half asleep. She just kept telling me the baby is coming out. I asked her if she was sure. Never making that mistake again lol. I think she pushed for about an hour and it was so surreal. It was so much going on and I had to snap back into all reality and just support her the best I could. My mom was great and I can't even thank her enough. I'll be with them really soon. Thank you for the advice. An NBSP. This is a repost sub. I am not oop. Yeah, this sucks. But I live in a country where many parents miss their children's birth and other important milestones because of working abroad. And it sounds like Oop tried his best to make it. I hope Oop and his family gets better scheduling fortune. I asked her if she was sure. Never making that mistake again lol. Wish I could have been a fly on the wall for this one. Her. The baby is coming. Him. What? Are you sure? Her. I don't know asshole. Maybe it's a bowling ball coming out of my vagina. And this is how you miss the birth of your child if you absolutely have to. As to what kind of work Oop can't just leave. My dad was in the military when I was born and he was stationed half a world away. He wasn't able to come home until I was 4 weeks old. Back then there was no Zoom. So he wasn't able to be there to support my mom at all. Have those commenters never heard of the military? If Op is stationed overseas, what is he supposed to do? Order them to get him a plane? I think they're all assuming Op has some kind of office job where he could just hail a taxi and get to the airport. Consequences be damned. What if he's in the middle of a war zone? That could be why he's being tight-lipped about his job. What a contrast to the other BORU where the father left Oop to herself to go FCK his side piece. Got a good laugh out of she just kept telling me the baby is coming out. I asked her if she was sure. Never making that mistake again lol. Why did so many people in the original post expect him to just tell his job off and make his way home? Like, sure, he could totally just afford to lose his job when he just became a new parent. Ridiculous. It's not that he wasn't there. It's that he tried as hard as possible to be as there as he could. That's what matters. That's what she'll remember. And that's what will make the difference if he keeps that attitude up going forward. Short but sweet to read. Congrats to Op and his girlfriend for having a new child. Wish them well and they have a happy family. Finally a good wholesome post after 2 cheating posts. Second time ever seeing push present. First time was also in a Reddit post and I couldn't figure out from the context what it was. But I guess it's a present on occasion of delivering a baby. Is this actually common enough that I should have already heard of this concept? The number of people who don't understand that huge swaths of humanity cannot just drop everything and leave their job is wild to me. The US is heavily right to work, so maybe that's the bias. But our military is contract-based and everyone knows someone in the service. I am surprised by many answers about why I should leave work to attend a birth, why I should change jobs, etc. I don't know what reality these people live in. In the world of unicorns? Do you think everyone has the freedom to enter and leave a job? There are people who do not have the possibility of attending a birth. There are people who lose their jobs and their lives collapse. There are people who have to go abroad to send money to their family. Reddit. Just Reddit. May I ask what you plan to do moving forward for work? I am not criticizing you, but I do want to bring to your attention that this job is not compatible with being a parent. Yes. The average age on Reddit is 16. Military parents are a thing and have been forever. This post is so refreshing. Especially since I read the other one about the father who abandoned his wife while she was giving Birth. This one reminds me of the one where the daycare was on active shooter lockdown for a few days and Mom posted how terrified she was but that she absolutely had to go to work. Losing her job would have put them in fire straits and her kids were medically fragile. Needed her work insurance and one was about to have a surgery. She was getting tons of comments telling her to just quit her job like it was that simple despite her explaining over and over again what would happen if she didn't keep her job. Oop and his wife made the best choices they could under difficult circumstances. It's great that baby and mom are doing well and OOP will soon be home. It's ridiculous how often people comment, "Just quit," on posts like this. Basically any post where a person's work is preventing them from doing something. As if that's a helpful solution. The majority of people can't just quit, even if they desperately want to. I love how people's first reaction is to tell Oop to quit his job. Reality doesn't work that way. The people insisting on him leaving work to be there are probably the same people who, when reading a post about workplace harassment, immediately respond with "Find another job." A job is more than a salary, and especially in the USA, good job is where they get health insurance from.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.